Hey everybody, say hi Q here tonight. Um, Lost my voice pretty much all the way. Hope you can still hear me. I'm gonna try to project and pretend as if I'm yelling so that you can actually hear me. So, for those that don't know me, I'm a creative designer, brand strategist, business strategist, or just plain strategist, however you want to look at it. And I really hope to help coaches, entrepreneurs, small business owners. Hey, oh my gosh, I miss you. Um, to attract high profile clients, luxury, ideal clients. You know, instead of chasing down money, right? A lot of us are like on this hustle, and we think a part of the hustle is chasing down clients, and it really doesn't have to be that way. So the way that I help people attract is through luxury, multidimensional brand development. And when I say multidimensional, I'm really speaking of there's many different ways in which I can implement design into business or into ways that people are making money. So, jumping straight into it today, I want to talk about the two biggest mistakes that people actually make when they're looking for return on investment in their business or future business or what have you. And the number one thing, oh my gosh, yesterday I sounded like a choked chicken. Tonight I sound like Debo off Friday, but we're gonna get it cracking. Get it cracking. My voice is cracking. I cracked myself up. Anywho, the first thing is that, relying on in-person networking for way too long and really thinking that that's it or that's going to be like the glory to six figures and seven figures. Now, I'm never one to say that things are impossible because I don't really believe in that word. But ultimately, in this day and age and with technology, we all need to be leveraging, connecting with people more efficiently, which is not just in person. You're only one person, but your social media channels or the internet can get you in front of way more people much faster. So if you can hear me clearly, give me some ones or, give me some emojis or something. So, examples of relying on in person too long is like, the people that are kind of like starting out, networking. They're maybe doing farmers markets, they're maybe doing like flea markets, they're maybe doing like, their networking, women's groups, men's groups, or, parenthood groups, and thinking that, oh yeah, I'm going to get my customers from here. And sometimes you do. But, the whole world is, much bigger than, the network that you can physically attend. And so I think that's a big mistake that people make when really wanting to see a real invest. Oh, thank you so much, Felicia, for seeing a real investment, a real return on their investment, excuse me. So moving right along, number two, this is the biggest one and it seems like so obvious, but it's really not for some reason. And, to me, this is like the ultimate biggest mistake that people make when they're looking for a return on their investment. Okay. And for those that's just joining, I see a lot of people popping in, popping out. I'm a creative designer and strategist, and my design helps people attract ideal clients, and it's all relative to making more money in your ventures. So, getting down to the ultimate biggest mistake that people make, they don't invest. People are trying to make $1 million off of free advice, off of free ebooks, off of freebies, off of paying nothing, off of not even giving time. And that's kind of like the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard of. 0 times 0 is 0. So how are we always, looking for, the way out of our financial situation or a way towards financial freedom by not expecting to give anything? That doesn't make sense. It even defies physics, Excuse me, let me get some tea. I just had some spoonfuls of honey before I came on live so that I wouldn't be like coughing all over the place. And that's helping me a little bit. And this is some lemon caffeine-free tea, because I actually want to try to go to sleep tonight. But anywho, so some examples of like not investing in yourself, right? It goes kind of deeper than just paying money to learn, right? So if you can't give yourself the same amount of time that you've probably given these jobs that you don't like, that's an example of not investing in yourself and, unrealistically expecting, to make something from it. If all the cliche sayings are true for a reason, right? It takes money to make money. If you're not willing to pay for whatever it takes for your materials to be up and running and to be efficient, or to provide high quality service, then most likely you're not going to really make any money. If you can't, I hear a lot of people online that's like, oh, network marketing is a scam and blah blah blah. It's really really not. There's so many people making buku money in network marketing. But yeah, they have to pay something monthly in the beginning. Hey, yeah, they might have to pay something in the beginning, or maybe they have to pay something, as like a regular maintenance upkeep. But if you ask any millionaire right now, any six-figure earner or whatever, they paying something right now, and they will willingly pay more and more and more because they know it's a numbers game. The more that you're able to invest, the more that you can calculate that you'll actually make back. Now getting free advice or getting free stuff is cool. You know what I'm saying? We all do it to start out, to test the waters, figure out where we're going. But, to try to, you a year in business and you still looking for all the free stuff. Ain't nobody giving the free stuff that's going to take you nowhere for real. Maybe that's what people don't tell you. And and your feelings thinking that, you're going to be the first one. Maybe you are. Hey, yeah, I am the same person. That's somebody I went to elementary school with. I used to always crack jokes and be a jokester. I still am. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's one of those things where, investing in yourself is the first expectation. And if you can't fulfill that expectation, then jump out now, because you're going to be really salty and depressed when you don't make it and when you're, like wondering why, right? So yeah, that's what I would say. Shoot me some numbers, your favorite numbers, some emojis, if you feel what I'm saying. Another thing is, another thing I want to say, is like being healthy, right? Now don't get me wrong. I love, junk food and all of that stuff, just like the rest of them. But at the end of the day, I'm ready to go to bed at 7 p.m. after not nourishing my body. I know I went out. And, if you're trying to run a real business, how the heck you going to run a real business if you eating nothing that replenishes you, So I think that's that was one of the biggest pivots for me in my business, is when I started eating different. Now, I used to be somebody that would pack down. I know I'm smaller. People don't believe that. But people that know me, I used to pack down a full slab of ribs, extra bacon, cheesy mashed potatoes. You know what I'm saying? Ask somebody for, 4 more ribs if they ain't going to eat that. And my snack dessert would be like a chicken sandwich or something, and like maybe a half a chocolate cake and, a gallon of ice cream after that. And I'm not even exaggerating on these amounts right now. But what I'm saying is, my mind and everything was just not prepared to take on any of the big grand ideas that I had, because I couldn't even, my physical body, wouldn't allow that. Where was I putting it? I don't know. My brain's always running, so it's probably that. But yeah, so it's like one of those things. Another thing is like, if you know that you're in a labor intensive job, or if the business you're setting up is labor intensive and you're not going to get yourself no massages or things that actually make you feel good or whatever, eventually your body is going to say, F you, MFer, you don't appreciate me, I'm breaking up with you, And, everything, ends when you get tired, even though your body, we think of it as a separate thing, but, it has a voice and a mind of its own also. So, I just want to say that, investing in actually taking care of your health so that you can accomplish goals is really, really important. I know that from where I came from, I've come a long way. Now I don't even eat meat. And not to say that that's the holy grail of health. You could be healthy and eat meat. You could be unhealthy and not eat meat, So it's all about, having that realistic balance, one of the things I would say too is like, when you want to run a business, you have a purpose, you have the people that you like, yeah, I can't wait to buy my mama the house, or ooh, my daughter, my son's never gonna have to want for anything, or whatever. We got those kind of dreams, aspirations, right? But at the end of the day, most times those people just want time. Time is the most priceless commodity. And we have to remember that we can't be head down in the laptop forgetting that we still can have those dreams even before, the actual material world has manifested. You know what I'm saying? A pure body manifests of inspiration and creativity. Right. So it's like, it's hard sometimes, I want to just be like, I want to tell my 4-year-old, like, no, I can't paint with you tonight, but, I just go down there and throw a couple strokes down. She don't know, and, I just really be like, oh, girl, the way you just did that pink stroke, oh, and that does it for her, right? So you just kind of have to have that balance. Yeah, please do. Please share. We just have to, have that balance to say that, like, what's really real is time and love, and we can do that now, even in poverty. There's people living in poverty that's living richer than those that are wealthy. I came across something earlier, and I feel like I've seen this a bunch of times or whatever, but rich people value time and poor people value stuff. And that really hit me because I feel like there was a point in time in my life where, I had to have a different color pair of shoes per outfit, I had to have, my nails done every 4 days. And, I never really got into makeup or any of that, but still, we all got our vices. We all have our like physical things that we feel like are so special, And, something I would just say is that when you rearrange your life to actually have time to just flow and do and be as you want, that's really the ultimate wealth, so, and that's really the ultimate goal on return on investment, right? Time is something you can't get back. We're all going to die. That's kind of gory to say, but yeah, really think about that when, you're trying to aim for, financial independence, because we hear all the time how these rich people are, depressed or unhappy. And you're like, how, B? If I had XYZ, hey, cuz if I had XYZ, I wouldn't need that. I'd be happy. But you can't really say that, because you have to get your mind right in so many other areas before you can, really, really, live a joyful life. And so living a joyful life before you're rich is more important. And it'll be more sustainable when you actually have your riches, Well, we're all rich already, you know, the way we're individually created, our individual talents, you know, nobody else can do us how we do us, you know, and, you know, that's really important to remember. So, you know, today I just want to come on here and talk about the two biggest mistakes that I see people making when they're trying to get a return on investment. One, not investing in themselves or their business. And, you know, two, you know, relying too much on in-person networking. So, infinite blessings. And, you know, I'm going to get off of here because I feel like, you know, you probably not hearing me that much, but, you know, those that hear me, hopefully you feel me. And I'll be back tomorrow. So I don't know what I'm going to talk about yet. I'm just kind of doing it off the cuff. So, yeah, peace and blessings.